So popular Nigerian musician Seun Kuti has said that no contemporary Nigerian musician can be greater than his late father, Fela Kuti. And Seun Kuti took to his Instagram story to post why the late Afrobeats pioneer will forever be the greatest Nigerian artist of all time. He wrote, you can't be greater than that which you take from or steal from. Until Fela comes back from the dead and steals some of your faith's music or uses their lyrics the ways they steal his lyrics and music, your comparison is null and void. Babani dad sinje. And I think it's so correct because, you know, I'm a Wizkid fan, and then I felt really offended the last time when they were comparing Wizkid to Fela Anikulapo, as in not in any way. And then this guy went on another, you know, Instagram live show, you know, where he actually broke it down, saying that, look, everything Fela did, smoking marijuana, all those women he had around them, was to rebel against the government. It was for a reform. It was for the fight for the people. It was being a rebel. That was the only way he knew how to, you know, rebel against the government and all of that. But, you know, these days, everybody says, because Fela was smoking marijuana on stage, I can't smoke marijuana on stage because Fela had so many women. Seun also pointed that if you're talking about, you know, him being promiscuous and all of that, he married all his wives, 27 of them. Do you understand? He married every single one of them. He did not have baby mama here, baby mama there, baby mama. You get what is going on in the industry these days? But this guy just want to be like, I'm Fela Anikulapo. Can you remember when Kanye West even told us that the spirit of Fela is in him because he was listening to? I mean, like, everybody wants to be Fela.
I mean, like, when you say he had 27 wives or whatever, that's his personal life. Him smoking marijuana was his personal life. Him having so many affairs was his personal life. What we're looking at now is his musical career. Okay, we're saying comparison. We're not looking at personal lives. Like, we're looking at what are you bringing, what did he put into the industry.
This guy told us stuff that are still working today.
Till today, like,
he said things about the government that we can see are clearly true about the government.
No, he was an activist through his music. He even went to jail at a point for his music, singing.
His mom got thrown down from the balcony.
He went through a lot. He went through a lot. I don't think anyone should actually compare him with any contemporary artist because there is no even line for comparison. Fela was awesome. His music was the truth. 1970s saw him, they felt him, his message, his substance. Even my mom that doesn't even know Yoruba she was feeling his songs. Like, she knew that his songs were the truth at that time. So, I mean,
I'm going to put you on the spot. What Fela song do you know?
Water.
You don't get any. Get any.
Water. You don't get any.
And because of my mood today, I know be gentleman at all. I know be gentleman at all. I know be gentleman at all. You be gentleman.
I know be gentleman.
Let me tell you the one that will upset you.
Don't say it.
I
know the song you're saying. Don't.
If you call a woman African woman, no go gree you. She go say, I be lady. If you call an African woman, I don't spoil this. Anyways, you people shall get the message. You shall, you know, the legendary Fela Anikulapo Kuti. And recently we had Made Kuti, and you can tell how the music impacted the family, impacted the society, even generations. Made is the third generation of the Anikulapo Kutis. Do you understand? And then you can still tell how eloquent it was, how passionate it was about the music, about the drive, about the message that his grandfather, you know, tried to instill in a lot of Nigerian. And then big shout out to, you know, the Anikulapo Kuti families, the Kuti families actually. Big shout out to you guys. And of course, you know, I would do moving on to another story. Popular media personality Uti Unwachuku has shared the easiest ways to identify a fake pastor or man of God. The Big Brother Africa Season 5 winner, actor and TV personality, took to his Twitter page to list the features of a fake pastor. In his words, a bitter, inconvenient truth to accept if your man of God preaches mostly about prosperity, perpetuates hate and intolerance, encourages you to pray for your enemies to die, judges people based on their appearance, that is dress and looks, and you know, especially when you have green hair like mine, financially, social, born again status, is chronically involved in politics, threatens emotionally, blackmails you with peril in order to get you to give tithe and offerings, leaves you feeling fearful and guilty every time you leave their presence, then sorry to tell you that you have been tricked into worshiping the devil in disguise. Do you agree?
I agree totally. I feel like in Nigeria, religion is such a sensitive topic. And personally, I feel because we do not research, we are so lazy, we are so lazy in Nigeria that anyone in power or in a religious position that's higher than us tells us, we just take it. The kind of things we see happening in Nigeria, when you hear, oh, this woman went to the river, she went into the river, she could not swim, she went there, she drowned, or she puts candle in her, you know, and then all of that, all those stupid things. You can't see those stories abroad because, I'm sorry, I know there are fake pastors there, but like, they are more informed, they read, they research, they try their best to read the Bible and pray. You can't just take what someone tells you and just go. You have to research, you have to read, you have to do your own personal, you know, what's it called, your own personal introspection, you know, do your own thing. You can't just take what he says and that's it. And then for the pastors, we said it on this table before, we believe that they need certification. We need you to go through.
Like what happened in Rwanda? Was it Rwanda?
Yeah, that they shut down churches and stuff. We need you to go through some kind of school, Bible college or something to be certified that you can actually lead a folk of people. Like, do you understand? So you can't just come and say you're a pastor and you've not gone through any sort of training or all of, nah.
I like the note. I like the note you started on, saying that religion is a very sensitive topic, and different denominations with their different teachings and doctrines, right? So I wouldn't be in a position to say, okay, this is what a pastor should teach about. But what I just want to say is that people, like you said, should also learn about God personally. This God that this pastor knows is the same. It's for all of us. So try and learn this God personally for yourself. Now, what you find out is that a lot of people idolize their pastors. Do you understand? They are mommy geos. They become demigods. You get what I mean? It's almost like they want to touch the hem of their garment. Do you get what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think everyone just needs to understand God for who he is, and just understand for yourself. Read your Bible. It's not that hard. Read your Quran. It's not that hard. Read whatever book you need to read and whatever God you believe in. Please just read it and understand it for yourself. It's not really that hard. You guys get me, right? Anyways, Toke Makinwa has explained why she stopped trying to judge people. In other words, I see a lot of people judge things they have never experienced. Make the money first before you say, I would never do this or buy that. We cannot speak on it from the outside, but until you have been tested and done different, don't speak on it. I don't judge people because I have come to understand that life comes at everybody. That breakfast is real. You see yourself doing things you swore you would never do. Guess what? Another season of your life will happen and you'll find yourself again. Give yourself some grace. And I think this is one of Toke's best write-up, if you ask me. You know, I think she wrote it correctly. The execution was nice, and the message in it was very powerful as well, because we can easily judge people. We can easily jump on it and say that, man, this person is not a good person. This person doesn't have this. This person doesn't have that. You get what I mean? Like, the money is not everything. Money is the root of all evil. But at the end of the day, when you think about it, man, make this money. You know, when Adekunle songs go, I said Adekunle songs gold. Adekunle gold song, right? Where it was saying that, hey, now when I make money, I realize that money cannot buy happiness. But he said, but I no be hypocrite. You understand? He was saying you to go and make your money, that he knows money can buy happiness, right? But he's not a hypocrite, right? Go make your money and find out by yourself that, man, the troubles that comes with making money. So a lot of people will judge you and tell you that, oh, this is how you should live your life. I think when I was reading this, I fell on that table because I was having a conversation with somebody, and I said I would never buy a particular gadget, right, electronic device that is beyond a certain price. But somebody else now says, guy, you get money where you go,
you have, like, you hammer, you just
it's like you go go buy a phone of 2 million. Do you understand? Just because you have more than enough. But I don't think I'm going to be. I think I'll go buy land instead. I'll already buy land everywhere.
That's what you're saying, because you don't yet have that kind of money. Well,
I feel when I have the money in a land, I go use and buy.
If you have excess, you might just say, okay, 2 million is nothing, just like 200 naira. Splash it on phone. Yes, no.
Maybe for my wife, not for me. Maybe for my mom, not for me.
From what
maybe
she said, what I took from it was find myself again. Like, you need to find yourself again. I feel like people don't understand that change is inevitable. Change is constant. Because I said I will not do something last year, this year I might say I want to do it. I keep growing, I keep changing. Every phase of my life, I keep making decisions. It just reminds me of that story of the real host. I don't know if you saw that story of Ginny that said she didn't want to, when she was married, she didn't want a child. And then now she's dating someone else and she's pregnant. Change. She now wants it. You can't force something on someone. I mean, it's her decision. You can change at every phase of your life, and you need to embrace change. So finding yourself every time and embracing change is very important. And then based on judging people, I'm always an advocate of saying that you can't judge someone from afar. You have to be able to have passed through that situation they're passing through, or know someone intimately that has passed through that situation, and then be able to give like a judgment, basically. Right. But I feel like even at that, like even if you know someone has gone through the same situation, it doesn't mean in the same way. So like I feel like we should just take it easy. Like this September, I think is really a month to remember. A lot of things have been happening. She prophesied it. She spoke it into existence, and a lot has been happening. I hope we don't get served our own breakfast. I hope so. Are you feeling something? Your voice became low. It's like they started giving you an appetizer of the breakfast. Anyways, guys, yes, we'll be moving to another story, and this one is on Tory Lanez, who is being sued by a man named Barry Fine after a hit-and-run accident involving a car owned by the rapper. In the court documents, the convertible bot seat maker was blamed for letting an unknown driver use his vehicle. Barry filed court documents against the 29-year-old rapper and the insurance company AIG. In the petition obtained by a media company in America, Barry explained that he was driving his 2020 Porsche Cayenne Coupe Turbo around Florida, the cars that you people drive safe and you'll be complaining. On January 23rd, he further stated that an unknown driver operating a 2016 Range Rover owned by the said speeder allegedly caused a chain reaction rear-end collision, striking one vehicle, propelling that vehicle into the plaintiff's vehicle. Tory's negligence was said to play a role in the crash. In the legal papers, Barry stated that the crash caused him to sustain serious injuries and property damage. The plaintiff detailed that his injuries include disfigurement, physical and mental pain and suffering, medical expenses, loss of hearing capacity, a permanent injury, significant scarring, and off-pocket expenses. When people want to sue you, they will go all out. My nose, I can't smell again. Lost his hearing capacity, everything.
Eric, about that accident to rear collision, they jam you from back, touch you. Baba lost hearing, he couldn't smell, he couldn't taste food again. His stomach started singing songs. And but at the end of the day, I think a lot of people need to start taking responsibility for certain things that you're in charge of. It's like I'm going to bring a very sad story in play here. Osage, the man who was murdered by what's her name again? Chioma?
What's her name?
Chidinma. Yes. The Airbnb where they stayed, right? You remember that they were looking for the owner for a while until they found the person. Like that kind of thing, you should stand up to it because it is your responsibility. It is in your property. Now, the rapper Tory Lanez was the one who rented the car. Somebody else was the one driving, and that person ran away. Me, if you do that kind of thing, and I'm the one that my name was used to sign, you will go to the police. Me and you were going there together. Do you understand? So now, because of that negligence, we have, a lawsuit.
I mean, it makes no sense because you have to, as you said, you have to take responsibility. Whether it was someone driving your car or not, it is your car. And then, of course, you will know something happened because when the person got back, you would have seen that there was a dent or maybe the car had a kind of, maybe at the side, it would have pushed or something. You would have seen something. He had a collision. So you can't just say you didn't, maybe
they now found the car abandoned.
Can you imagine?
Now they not even return it to the the rental company. They now found the car abandoned somewhere so that they can lie. But you know, America is way more developed, CCTV footages and all of that. You know, it's just really, really sad. And Tory has, you know, a long rap sheet of crime. So, Baba, we just hope you don't go to jail. And if you are going to jail, please take care of yourself. And yes, that's enough.